In this video, I'm sanding the edges, the corners, and the sides where the wood was cut on the skirt for priming and then to paint it, of course. Unfortunately, they're going to be painted white. I was considering staining it. I think it would be nice as a highlight, but we kind of decided on making them white just to make the black threads kind of look like they're floating on the white walls and stuff. But I do hate not having the wood grain color stain look. I even consider painting it red or staining it some red if I don't think there's a good red stain that would actually like match what I would like. I would like to add some black accent. The theme of the house, of course, is black and white, but I want to add some red. I've been fighting for red, but I have not been allowed by the boss. You know how it is. We're adding some green, that's for sure. I believe the island is going to be green. But anyways, here I'm sanding the wood because if you don't sand the edges, the paint will chip away faster on a sharp edge. So by rounding the edges, the prime and the paint can travel easier from one side to the other side, and it'll make it last longer. Getting in the corners where where two sides meet is hard to. It's not really hard, but you have to put this sander that I'm using is square, so you have to put it sideways to make sure you get in there. You want to make sure you get the corners, the inside corners. With the sander, if you go with the front is kind of round, so it doesn't get in there. But when you use the sides of it, it gets almost all the way in there. Usually what I do is I start by eating the corner itself, like the edge. I go square on the edge 2 or 3 times, and then I kind of go back and forth on a kind of a 45-degree angle into it. It's hard to understand just without showing it. But like if you're looking at a corner and you're like looking at a corner where one eye can see the entire right wall and the other eye can see the entire left wall, that's where I mean like you're square on the corner. So I just eat up the corner, like flatten the corner, and then I kind of round it by here. You see me eating the little corners, like you don't want to leave any corners. And then the corners of all the edges, I oftentimes, like I did on the threads, I just eat up the tip of all where the three sides meet. It's a pointy edge. I just kind of sometimes I don't think I did it here in this video, but I'm pretty sure that I usually go, even if it is when it's going up and down, or when I'm eating the edge, the tiny little edge, I do try to eat up the tips. So anything that would, that needs to be roundish. And as a matter of fact, when you do that, the wood is nice and smooth. You can put your rub your fingers over it, and then when you paint it, it actually looks nice. It looks good. Even though you might see it and it might look a little rough and this and that, but like a little dull, but it looks good once it's done. Here I'm trying to sand the top without going too deep on the stair thread there. That is a thread and a riser. It's almost like a, because this stairs were this first of all made for rug to put they were gonna put that carpet, not rug. They were gonna put a carpet on it. So we decided to cut that off and actually put something nice on there. Here I'm eating the little edge where the riser is going to sit. That's what I was doing there. And you see me going up and down is because I'm crazy. Sometimes I clear one area. Oftentimes I decide to go in layers. Most of the times I prefer to go in layers. So I would do like the front of each one of them, then I do the side of each one of them, then I would do the inside corner, then I would do this, layer by layer. So that's why I'm going up and down. You can see here I'm doing that specific side of every step. Seems like I did the bottom already. The only thing with doing layers is that sometimes you forget things. Either way, you forget things. Especially like when you try to do, I think that is worse now that I think about it. When you try to do like clear one area, uh, it's like your brain is crazy. You don't know what was done, what was not done. When you go in layers, you know you did that. You did all the sides. You did all the tips. You did all the things. You know, this might seem like it's not important, but if you want the job to last, this is very important.